This is the Vivo X300 Ultra. In a world where every flagship claims to be professional, Vivo has actually gone and done it. This is more than an upgrade, as we'll see. It's a total reimagining of what a mobile sensor can do. First, let's talk about the canvas. We're looking at a 6.82-inch 2K LTPO AMOLED display. It's a Zeiss master panel hitting a staggering 144 Hz refresh rate. Whether you're framing a shot in direct sunlight or editing 8K footage, the clarity here is industry leading. The design of the photo itself, inspired by professional pancake lenses, feels purposeful. It's weighted for photographers. Under the hood, it's a beast powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, the first 3 nanometer class chip designed for high-intensity AI imaging. It's backed by up to 16 gigabytes of fast RAM and UFS 4.1 storage. But for us creators, the most important internal component is the VS1 Plus imaging chip. This dedicated silicon handles the heavy lifting for Zeiss color processing and real-time 4K cinematic portraits. Moving to the impressive camera array, the main sensor is the massive 200 megapixel Sony LYT-901. It's a 1 by 1.12-inch sensor with a 35 mm equivalent focal length. That 35 mm choice is genius. It's the classic storyteller focal length, offering a more natural perspective than the typical wide smartphone lens. The telephoto is another 200 megapixel sensor, the Samsung HP0, with Zeiss APO standards. This handles the periscope duties with gimbal-grade 7-stop stabilization. The ultra-wide is the legendary large-size 50 megapixel sensor for those expansive landscapes. Powering all those megapixels is a large 6600 mAh semi-solid-state battery. When you do run low, 100-watt wired charging and 40 watts wireless get you back in the field fast. It's also IP69 rated, meaning you can shoot in conditions that would make other flagships hide in a pocket. The phone alone is a monster. But to truly push the boundaries of distance, we need to talk about the glass that changes the game entirely. Let's look at the G2 Ultra kit. Now we're entering big Canon territory. This is the Zeiss G2 Ultra teleconverter, a 15-group optical masterpiece co-engineered with Zeiss. When you mount this over the internal 200 megapixel periscope lens, you're extending your reach to a staggering 400 millimeters equivalent focal length. What makes this special is the apochromatic certification. Usually, when you put external glass on a phone, you lose sharpness or get color fringing. Not here. This lens maintains a full high-grade optical output. You're getting wildlife and sports-level reach with the kind of color accuracy you'd expect from a dedicated Zeiss prime lens. To stabilize a 400 millimeter shot, you need more than just software. Enter the professional image handle. Unlike most Bluetooth grips, this connects directly via USB-C. That means zero lag when you hit the shutter. It completely changes the ergonomics, giving you a deep, textured hold that makes the phone feel like a rangefinder camera. It's tactical. You have a two-stage shutter button, half press to lock focus, full press to snap. There's also a physical zoom wheel and a custom function button. But the hidden gem? It houses an internal 2300 mAh battery, essentially acting as a power bank to keep your camera running during long shoots. The kit is rounded out by a high-strength technical case that features a 1/4-inch tripod mount and a cold shoe for your mic or LED light. My favorite detail? The 67 millimeter filter adapter ring. You can screw on professional neutral density filters or polarizers directly over the Zeiss glass. It's a complete production ecosystem that fits in a small shoulder bag. Now, specs and hardware are one thing, but the glass has to prove itself in the field. So, I took this rig out to see if a 400mm phone setup can actually replace a mirrorless kit. Let's look at the results. We're kicking off the field test with what the X300 Ultra can do completely on its own. It's crucial to understand that for these first 6 images, I did not use the G2 Ultra 400mm external lens. Everything you see here, up to a staggering 3200mm equivalent, was achieved using the phone's native internal optical system, its 200 megapixel sensor capability, and Vivo's powerful AI zoom processing. Our first example is this wood pigeon, shot at a 600mm equivalent focal length. This is almost exclusively using the native periscope optics. Despite the distance and the bird having foliage in the background, the edge-to-edge sharpness is remarkable. Look at the eye and the feather texture on the neck. The Zeiss color science is immediately apparent. It manages the complicated greens of the hedge without letting them oversaturate, maintaining a very natural cinematic look. This is CIPA, 7-11 stabilization, working perfectly, shooting handheld. Next, we move to an 800mm equivalent on this intense cat portrait. This pushes deeper into digital/AI zoom territory. The amount of detail retained here is incredible. You can distinctly count the individual whiskers. Even at 1/50th of a second, which is risky for this focal length, the stability is flawless. The lighting here shows off the sensor's capability. The yellow eyes are sharp, bright, and the fur detail in the shadow areas isn't lost to digital noise. This defines pro detail from a smartphone. Now for something abstract. This is a single feather caught on a branch, shot at 230mm. Here, the X300 Ultra is acting like a long macro lens. What impresses me is the rendering of the texture. The fine filaments of the feather are incredibly sharp, contrasting against the very smooth, natural-looking background bokeh. This is challenging for AI, separating the fuzzy subject from the busy background, yet the X300 Ultra's depth calculation handles it with precision. Another 230mm native shot, focusing on these delicate geranium buds. This image is a masterclass in color and contrast. The vibrant pink of the buds is punchy, but because of the Zeiss processing, it doesn't clip into unrealistic territory. The microtextures, the tiny hairs on the stems, are sharply defined against the soft, cool-toned background. It highlights the phone's ability to create beautiful subject separation even at longer focal lengths. And here is where we see what the X300 Ultra's AI zoom can really do. This sparrow was shot at a staggering 3200mm equivalent focal length. This is the phone reaching as far as it possibly can. Is it optically perfect? No. But the level of detail it extracts from a bird that small, that far away, is breathtaking. You can see the distinct structure of the chest feathers and the glint in its eye. This demonstrates how the 200 megapixel sensor provides enough data for the AI to reconstruct a remarkably clear image, suitable for sharing or a small print. Finally, another 3200mm native macro shot. It's hard to believe this intricate texture of a skeletal leaf was captured handheld with a smartphone. The internal periscope lens, combined with the extreme digital zoom, resolves the complex network of fine veins without turning the image into an oil painting. The contrast between the fragile structure and the solid green leaf behind it is handled beautifully. It proves that the 3200mm range isn't just a gimmicky stat. It's a usable creative tool when the lighting and subject are right. This is where things get serious. In the next set of photos, we see the shift from digital reconstruction to pure optical compression. By mounting the G2 Ultra 400mm lens, we've changed the physical optics of the system, allowing the sensor to capture details that simply aren't reachable with standard glass. This mallard was shot at an effective 800mm using the G2 Ultra kit. Look at the iridescence on the head. On a standard phone, that green would often smear into a single block of color. Here, because of the Zeiss APO glass, we have distinct tonal transitions. The lens is resolving enough detail to allow the sensor to jump beyond the standard 12-megapixel binning and use a full 24-megapixel, giving us professional-grade texture in the feathers and water ripples. Action at a distance is the ultimate test. At 423mm, I caught this swan mid-grooming. What strikes me is the shutter speed sync. Even at 1/236th of a second, the G2 Ultra glass is so bright that we aren't seeing the muddy artifacts usually found in high-zoom smartphone photos. The water droplets are frozen in space with crystalline clarity. This is where that USB-C connected grip pays off. Zero shutter lag meant I caught the peak of the splash, pushing the kit to a 1600mm equivalent. Even with this heavy crop, the optical foundation provided by the G2 Ultra lens keeps the image grounded. Look at the moss and the grain on the wooden pier. The detail is tactile. The background blur, bokeh, isn't just software generated. It's a result of the physical compression from that 400mm glass. It looks expensive, like it was shot on a large and heavy prime lens, not a device in my pocket. Now, aviation photographers, take note. This Emirates plane at cruising altitude was captured at 705mm. The clarity of the Emirates livery and the registration A6-EUZ on the wing is incredible. There is virtually zero chromatic aberration, no purple fringing around the white edges of the plane against that harsh blue sky. That is the Zeiss APO certification proving its worth in high-contrast environments. This shot of a dried teasel is perhaps the best example of micro-contrast. At 800mm, every single spine is sharp, but more importantly, the spiderwebs draped between them are visible. On any other phone, the noise reduction would have scrubbed those webs away. By using the G2 Ultra lens, we're feeding the sensor so much clean information that the AI doesn't have to overprocess the image. It's natural, sharp, and deep. Finally, this shot of a European robin is the perfect example of how this kit handles wildlife. We are at a 1600mm equivalent here. That is massive reach for a mobile device. Usually, at this level of crop, you'd expect the image to fall apart into a blurry mess. But look at the feather texture on the breast and the orange plumage around the face. You can see the individual barbs of the feathers. In this final set of photos, we're pushing past the limits of human vision. For these final 6 shots, I've added the Raynox DCR150 macro adapter to the front of the 400mm glass. This combination shortens the minimum focus distance significantly, allowing the 400mm compression to work its magic on the microscopic scale. This is the definition of a specialized rig. Let's start with these pink floral buds. Look at the stippling texture on the surface. Each tiny protrusion is perfectly resolved. What's amazing here is the bokeh. Because of the 400mm focal length, the background melt is creamy and immediate. The Raynox glass is clearly high quality, as there is no softening even at this extreme magnification. This shot of a euphorbia center is all about geometry. The Raynox 150 allows us to see the tiny crystalline structures inside the flower's heart. Note the shadow work here. The X300 Ultra's HDR processing ensures the shadowed legs of the structure don't lose detail, while the Zeiss T coating on the G2 lens prevents the bright yellow from blooming. This is where the Raynox combo shines. These seed pods are covered in microscopic hairs, and every single one is rendered with needle-sharp precision. Capturing this handheld at 400mm is a feat of engineering. It shows just how well the Vivo's stabilization and the professional grip work together to keep the frame steady at a near microscopic level. Physics in motion. This water drop acts as a secondary lens, and the 400mm plus Raynox stack is sharp enough to resolve the petal's cellular texture through the refraction of the water. This is a level of micro-contrast usually reserved for full-frame macro lenses costing thousands. The color transition from the deep violet to the highlight in the drop is flawless. White on white is a nightmare for most sensors, but look at the detail here. These petals are covered in thousands of tiny dew droplets, almost like powdered sugar. The G2 Ultra glass maintains the Zeiss APO standard here, ensuring no color fringing on those white edges. It's clinical, crisp, and incredibly ethereal. Finally, look at the landscape of this leaf. The Raynox 150 reveals the hills and valleys of the leaf's surface. The way the water droplets sit in the grooves looks like a topographical map. At 400mm, the compression makes these tiny drops feel massive. This is more than just a photo. It's an exploration of a world we usually walk right past. So, what's the verdict? The Vivo X300 Ultra is a beast on its own, but when you add the G2 Ultra 400mm lens and the Raynox 150, you are carrying more than a phone. You're carrying a wildlife kit, a sports rig, and a laboratory-grade macro camera in one shoulder bag. For the mobile photographer who refuses to compromise, this is the current gold standard. Thanks for watching. If you have questions about the kit, drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more mobile photography videos. See you in the next one.